Hello, this is your Ohio Weather Network forecast summary for Saturday, January 15th, 2011. Already halfway through the month so far. Let's start with the weather headlines for today. We do have some clipper snow moving through. It's primarily confined to the eastern portion of Ohio. That will continue to push through this morning. Should be clear of the state by mid-afternoon. Going to be in for a pretty quiet Sunday and Monday morning before our next storm system moves in as early as Monday evening in some parts of the state. That's going to prove for a tricky forecast. Are we going to see rain, snow, a mixed bag of precipitation such as freezing rain, sleet? Well, we'll get to our latest analysis here in just a moment. Okay, here's the weather summary so far for today. Generally, clipper snow moved through the state for the most part overnight from about just east of Cleveland, south and east towards the southern tip of the state. Here is where the snow exists right now. That's continuing to push east. We'll see the radar in just a moment. We had a general 1 to 3 inches in most area. I think that's going to be like a general 1 to 2 inches in most areas, as that snow really moved through kind of quick and was kind of scattered as well. It wasn't a very consistent line of snow. Behind it, though, a cold front will move through later today, and that will bring a reinforcing shot of cold air to the state, keeping us below freezing yet again. Here's the almanac for the Dayton area for today. The high so far today is 32, the low is 27. Averages are 33 and 19 respectively. The record high is 68, set in 1932. The record low is -2, set in 1994. Trace of precipitation was recorded yesterday. For the month, they have about 3/4 of an inch, the same for the year. And on the almanac, they're showing about a ½ inch off on precipitation so far for the year. So it is early. I'm sure we'll make that up a little bit here as spring nears. Sunrise is at 7:56 a.m. and sunset is at 5:37 p.m. Here's the latest satellite picture across the state. We do see clouds, of course, across the entire state. That will be the story for much of today. We may see a few peaks of sunshine here and there as the clouds break up a little bit, but otherwise expect mainly cloudy skies. The latest radar shows where the snow is in Ohio right now, generally from roughly Youngstown down towards the Akron and Canton area, and a bit further south and east towards places like Newark, coming down towards Jackson, Ohio, and even towards Portsmouth, Ohio as well. Some of the snow could be moderate at times. Do see a couple bands here across Carroll County, parts of Columbiana County. They could be coming down moderately. Also right along the Ohio River into parts of Meigs County and Gallia County. Could be seeing a little bit heavier snow. Could drop a quick inch or so as that moves through. But most of the snow is expected to be clear of the state by around noontime. Still have a few scattered snow showers up here along the lake shore. Those could smatter the lake shore there with a few snow showers, but really not expecting any additional accumulation at this time. Okay, this is the previous analysis that we showed you yesterday in our video forecast, and we want to show you what we went with today. The models have really been very inconsistent in the handling of this whole system. Basically, the setup is there's a primary low that's way off to the south and east that's going to move up the east coast and affect the northeastern United States, with probably a rainstorm along the coast and just inland, a mixed bag behind that, and more than likely snow for the mountains. I'm not really worried about the forecast out there because, well, we're in Ohio. What this low is actually more or less almost a secondary low that's north and west of the primary low. It's almost so far north that it's almost its own system, it seems. But basically, we're stuck between the tail of two lows here, and the forecast is just, well, really, it's just a mess. Models haven't been very consistent with the track of this system, and also the temperatures in the system have been just a mess too. Now, the big changes from on this forecast from the last one is I actually moved this low track just a bit further south. The models seem to want to go further north. I'm moving it back south just a little bit. I think it's going to end up tracking right now roughly in this area. It could be a bit further north, could be a bit further south. We'll just have to wait and see what the models do as the system gets closer and see where this may actually track. Right now, though, it looks like rain for much of southern Ohio, most of east central Ohio, even places like Columbus could see we'll likely see rain. This could get as far north as the Canton area, possibly even close to Youngstown. We're going to have to keep an eye on this and see how much warm air is able to advect northward. A lot of times with these systems, they like to bring warm air right along the Ohio River, and that will change everything to all rain. It could be 36 degrees at the surface, but there's enough warm air aloft to keep it all rain. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. This will likely fluctuate in either north or south. We'll just see these temperatures decide to do. North of this here, we're going to see a mixed bag of precipitation. This includes the Akron area, Cleveland, and points north and east. Places like Mansfield and Marion, and even the Dayton area. Could see a mixed bag of precipitation. We could be looking at anything here from a rain-snow mix, some freezing rain mixed in, sleet, snow and sleet, rain to snow. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens in this area right now. We think at some point here, though, that we could see a change to rain in this area for an hour or two, then mix back towards a mixed bag of precipitation and change to all snow. Behind this, right now, we brought this a little bit further south for like Toledo, Bowling Green, even Findlay, and that's primarily going to be snow. How much snow, we have no idea at this time yet. It's really going to depend on the temperatures, when the changeover occurs, and the track of the low. But primarily snow for the northwestern portion of the state for now. Eventually, as the system moves through, everything's going to be all snow as another shot of cold air moves in behind the system. So everything will change to snow by Tuesday night and then taper off on Wednesday. We're expecting this to change at least one or two more times. So definitely stay tuned for the latest. But right now, this is our best analysis is what we can give you here for Tuesday. Although the confidence in the track is a little bit low at this time. But stay tuned. We'll have better analysis for you. Things come into play, and the day gets nearer. Here's the state forecast for today. Snow showers in the northwest portion of the state have pretty much tapered off, so we'll call it mainly cloudy skies. Snow showers tapering in the northeast portion of the state to mainly cloudy skies. Could see a little bit of rain, snow in southeast Ohio. Temperatures down there are a little bit warmer. They're right around freezing, so we'll say maybe some rain, maybe some snow, maybe a little bit of mixed precipitation in there. Primarily all snow, though. Nothing really of concern. And the chance for snow in southwest Ohio is all but diminished. So we'll call it mainly cloudy down there as well. 33 for your high in Cleveland, Akron, and Canton. 32 in Toledo. 36 in Columbus. 36 in Dayton and Cincinnati as well. 37 in Lancaster, and 38 is your high in Athens. Okay, the 5-day forecast for northeast Ohio for Sunday, we'll call it cloudy skies, cold with a high of 23, the low is 10 Sunday night. A chance of snow later in the day on Monday with a high of 31, a low of 28. Notice the temperatures do not drop much at all. We're going to go with a wintry mix of precipitation for you in northeast Ohio on Tuesday with a high of 35. We'll have to watch that temperature closely. We dropped back pretty low on Tuesday night with a low of 9. We'll have to watch that as well as to how quickly that cold air moves in. Chance of snow for Wednesday will be primarily the first half of the day. The high is 20, the low is 7. And a chance of snow on Thursday as another Clipper system approaches with a high of 23. For northwest Ohio, cloudy for your Sunday with a high of 22 and a low of 9. Chance of snow later in the day on Monday with a high of 29 and a low of 26. For Tuesday, we put in here a wintry mix to snow. It's going to be really hard to say exactly what happens again for northwest Ohio. It's going to depend on the track of the low and everything. I think it'll primarily be snow, but we could see a little bit of mixing in parts of northwest Ohio. A high is 34 and a low is 10. Mostly cloudy for your Wednesday with a high of 22 and a low of 8. And a chance of snow for Thursday with a high of 24. For southeast Ohio, cloudy for your Sunday and Monday. 30 is your high on Sunday, 14 overnight. For Monday, 38 is your high, 34 is your low. Notice we do not go below freezing Monday night. For Tuesday, we call it a high of 40 with a rain and snow mix. Primarily, you'll be a mix early on, then change to all rain, then change back to all snow Tuesday night. The low is 13 Tuesday night. Chance of snow Wednesday, primarily the first half of the day, again with a high of 26 and a low of 11. And a chance of snow for Thursdays with a high of 30. Finally, for southwest Ohio, Sunday mostly cloudy with a high of 29, a low of 16. Monday, temperatures begin to warm here. Later in the day, you could see a chance of rain and snow. Also, primarily be late afternoon, evening hours where it could mix. Notice your low is only 35, so mid-30s for your low. We'll have to watch that temperature closely as well, as that will determine what type of precipitation we get later in the day on Monday. but we'll call rain snow right now. For Tuesday, we're calling for primarily rain showers. We are pretty confident that the southwestern portion of the state should see primarily rain showers. As you get towards Dayton, you guys may see a mixed bag of precipitation, so keep that in mind. Again, 38 is your high, 13 is your low Tuesday night, and a mostly cloudy Wednesday and Thursday, with a high Wednesday of 26 and a low of 11, and 32 for the high on Thursday. And don't forget, for the latest weather information, be sure to visit our website at ohioweathernetwork.webs.com. Have a great day.